Hi everyone, today I'd like to show you something extra exciting. Something I don't think any other Gwent YouTuber has done before. I'm going to do a Gwent speedrun where I give myself exactly 1 hour to see how many games I can win within that 1 hour. The rule is that I must keep a continuously rolling footage, so I'm not stitching together clips. Additionally, I am not allowed to forfeit. Regardless of how a game is going, I must play that game through to the end. Now, I won't be commentating because I want to be playing as quickly as possible, and commentating, I need time to come up with a commentary as I'm playing, so I'm not going to be doing that. So without further ado, here we go. Going to start the timer as soon as I click play. 3, 2, 1, go.
Blind devotion, empty notion. Like a roaring motion, slow in motion. Lay down your troubled mind. We are only kind and will kindly cease to be as we intertwine with their universe and its cosmic symphony. The smoke lingers after fire. The smoke lingers after fire. Blind devotion, empty notion. Like a roaring motion, slow in motion. The smoke lingers after fire. Lay down your troubled mind. We are only kind and will kindly cease to be as we intertwine with their universe and its cosmic symphony.
残響
All right, there's 2 minutes 55 seconds left. I don't think I'll be able to win a game in like 3 minutes, so I'm going to stop the speed run here. Obviously, I could match into a player who instantly forfeits, but I don't want to go over the time limit. So in like 57 minutes, I got 8 wins, 0 losses. So I actually did record like a speed run of this that I did not upload. I got 10 wins in that one. But I was able to get 10 wins because some people, they saw what deck I was running and they just instantly forfeited. And the matches weren't as interesting. So I decided to go with this version of the speedrun, even though I got 2 fewer wins. So I got 8 wins rather than 10 wins. But I feel like these matches were a bit more interesting than the ones that I played in the previous iteration. So yeah, next time, maybe in the next seasonal event, I'll go for double-digit wins. But let me show you the deck list. So for our leader ability, we run Inspired Zeal. This is better than any of the other Northern Realms leader ability for our Reavers deck, because like if you take a look at the other abilities, the other one that might be okay is Mobilization, except it spawns a base copy of an Allied Bronze Soldier, which means it'll be at 2 base power, which is terrible in this mode because it doesn't take advantage of the mechanic of setting the base power equal to 14 minus its provision cost. So you don't want to spawn a weak Reaver. And also this only has 1 charge, so it is inferior in every way to Inspired Zeal. We want Cursed Scroll because depending on your matchup, you want to have versatility. You want to be able to get any answer to whatever it is your opponent is playing. So Cursed Scroll is a must for the stratagem. Neuromancy, so that you can grab Reavers or you can grab whatever card that can answer your opponent's board. Triss Meteor Shower as a finisher in round 3. We run Yennefer Illusionist because you spawn huge base power units. So over the course of a game, this will add up to a lot of removal. Additionally, you saw that I was playing a lot of mirror matches. So when your opponent spawns a Reaver, the base power of that Reaver is going to be lower than any of the other Reavers that he has on the board, which means Yennefer Illusionist has a high chance of taking out your opponent's lowest power Reaver. And you want to take out your opponent's lowest power Reaver because that's the Reaver that will be able to spawn more Reavers. So if you cut off his chain of Reavers, then there's nothing he can do. That's why we have to run Yennefer Illusionist. King Radovid V allows us 2 additional leader charges. This is great if you have extra cards going into round 2, right? You can play him down to 7 cards and then pass so that you are at an advantage going into round 3. Now, Shani, you want to play her at the beginning of a long round 3 because that will allow her to use her order twice, right? Summon 2 Reavers from the graveyard. Geralt of Rivia is to get rid of opposing Olgiards. And also, Geralt can also remove Philip Van Morlehem, which otherwise would be kind of annoying. Additionally, if you're playing in a mirror match, you also have the option of using Geralt to destroy their 10 or 9 base power Reaver. We run Geralt Igni. You saw that Geralt can just basically board wipe because Reavers, it shaves down the point totals of your opponent's side of the board so that they're basically even. So you just wait until the moment is right and use Geralt Igni to board wipe. Olgierd Immortal is for mirror matches. He has 15 base power in this format, so he's taller than any of your Reavers. And in a mirror match, unless they deal with this guy somehow, your Reavers won't get pinged. Okay, Necromancy is to revive our 10 base power Reaver from the graveyard. 2 Reaver Hunters, of course. 2 Casting Contests. This card is so good. It resets the order of our 10 base power Reaver, which allows it to spawn another 9 base power Reaver. Excellent for this game mode. Carrick City Guard is also for mirror matches. It moves an enemy unit to the other row. Right, so if they play a Reaver, you use this guy, you use his order to move your opponent's Reaver into the range row. It also has some other niche uses, but mostly it's to move your opponent's Reavers. 2 Red Hazes, this is an amazing tech because other decks that run Inspired Zeal, they'll use their Inspired Zeal on their Reaver, putting their 10 base power Reaver at 12 total power. It spawns a 9 base power Reaver with 2 armor, which is like 11 health basically. So you use this Red Haze on the 12 power Reaver to destroy the 9 base power Reaver, right? And then you've broken their Reaver chain. And then there's not much that they can do. They would have to waste a whole lot of resources to restart that chain. 2 teleportations so that you can reset the order ability of your Reavers so you can spawn more Reavers. It also allows you to move your Reavers from your melee row to the ranged row or vice versa, depending on what the situation calls for. Siege Support is such like an undervalued card. This card is great in mirror matches. If you see that you're up against a competent player, a player that probably runs Inspired Zeal, what you want to do is actually start with Siege Support in the ranged row rather than a Reaver Hunter in the melee row, because this guy gives an allied unit Zeal. So you can use this guy to give your 10 base power Reaver Zeal, and then use that order to spawn a 9 base power Reaver. This has an advantage over Inspired Zeal, your leader ability, because it doesn't increase the base power or the strength of your 10 base power Reaver. So Red Haze can't destroy your 9 base power Reaver. So you want to start off with this card in a mirror match against a competent opponent. Scout has great versatility. It can move a unit to the other row, either your unit or your opponent's unit, right? And it has 14 base power to boot. And then we have 2 Pellers to deal with locks, poisons, and doomed, right? So we also run 1 Siege Ladder to allow us to move units to the other row, our units to the other row. So that is the deck list. This is the most optimized deck list for this format. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will see you all in the next video.